right.
I'm just getting let you guys know I am now recording, just so we can kind of keep track of setup and everything.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, sure,
Okay,
sounds good.
Sure. Okay,
Okay.
just as a warning, I've Tenfold is now partially psychic, so he can now punch your mind with his fist now.
You
What?
took the psychic knife one, whatever it was.
Yes, I chose soul knife. So 10-4, it now has mental powers and can punch your mind from 30 feet away.
Meanwhile, I took swashbuckler, so basically I get bonuses to a lot of stuff in combat by sheer big dick energy. So
Is Soul Knife a non-standard for the monk?
What do you mean?
I'm not saying in the standard. I see Way of the Shadow, Way of the Drunken Master, Way of the Four Elements, Way of the Kensai, Way of the Long Death, Way of the Open Hand, and Way of the Sun Soul. I'm not seeing a Soul Knife.
I saw it from one of the wikis I went to basically instead.
Okay, so it sounds like it's an unearthed arcana of some sort.
I think so. I think it's unearthed arcana, yeah.
Okay, I'll have to find out about that.
If you're not okay with that, I can go.
I'm
into
okay with
something
it.
else.
I just need to know about it. Is the problem?
Oh sure,
So-
give me a sec. I think I shared it in the chat.
Go ahead and let's see.
Alright, and then
I don't know where it's from. I saw an Earth Arcana on it, but I don't know which one it's from.
Here it is.
Okay, thank you kindly.
I just like the fact that it changes to what I can do. I can punch people from further away and do psychic damage, so I can ignore the people, all those damage resistant stuff or whatever they call it now.
Let's see. Deadly Assassin and Bounty Hunter. Psionic talents to manifest psychic blaze that tear through enemies, bodies, and auras.
ooh, quicken spell, huh? Take that. That's expensive, but I'll take it.
I now recall what I was going to ask Ed earlier. Well, I might have brought up earlier on, which is all my subclasses require me to spend a fair amount of gold. So I think I've done all the levels up I can, and now I just need to get like at least 150 gold to do some shit.
Fair enough.
I do have an ability now, Junkyard Hero, where I can spend, where is it? For every hour that I'm spending scavenging towards something, I can reduce the cost of it by 5 GP plus my engineer level. So, but that is to the discretion of the GM.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're going to have any downtime and...
Oh wait, so your class is actually called engineer?
Yes.
Okay, I've been saying artificer now. I feel like a jerk.
Oh no,
Well,
no, I looked at that one
It's
as
not
well.
the unearthed. It's not the unearthed arcana.
No,
It's just a different one.
Yeah, I've gone into I'm speccing into firearms. Technically, it's called kinetics, but it does unfortunately mean that if I want, say, even just a handgun is 150 gold. 150 gold.
Talk to what's her name?
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm mostly waiting until I can get to the point where I can take this axe and turn it into a chain axe.
Yeah.
Talk to
Yeah.
Rabba's
and then turn it
lender and get money that way.
I mean,
No, don't.
And then turn it into a chain axe so I can throw like a boomerang.
I think Ingrid would be entirely okay with helping fund you at a modest rate.
Oh no.
I mean, I'd be willing to help you, but
No, let's.
no, you did spend a third of our game.
Please don't enable
on
me.
a bar tab.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that. You spent a lot of money just on alcohol, just for flavor right now, so you can't really complain about that. Now,
It was my share. God damn it.
We love it.
I
It was
know
literally
your
a
share.
third.
I mean, you guys did give him those gems.
You know, we're just giving you shit.
Darl is entirely within his right to give them to turn it and open up a tab.
Yes, he's within his right there, but he's not within his right to complain about spending money to buy his equipment when he spends so much of it on booze.
In game, he does
I'm not
not.
complaining. I'm just bringing it up as I did not think this through.
Luke, I love
mean,
you.
that's
I'm literally
basically
just
your
giving you
MO at
shit.
this point.
I'm just giving you shit.
I'm feeling real fucking seen right now. We're on YouTube. Can I report my own fucking murder?
You're just here to have a good time, and you're feeling so attacked right now.
Oh, lordy.
So I can now take second level spells.
You can.
I can
So
take
you
one
don't
second
one of
level
them.
spell, I assume.
Yeah, because you have 4 known spells, and before that you had 3, so I imagine you
Okay.
only gained the 1.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you swap
Spell
out one
sim.
of your earlier spells for a second level spell? Because I can do that.
Oh, it's fine. I like the ones that I have.
I will say, to be fair, we also have a lot of stuff we still could possibly sell.
Mm-hmm.
Because we still have the 5 bottles of wine. I don't know how much those are.
I was going to say, we came out of the dungeon with not a lot of cash, but we've got a lot of salvage.
Yeah, no, we had the 33 gold. We have.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
you can replace the spell.
26 gold worth of silver.
Mm-hmm.
What does everyone have, out of curiosity?
In terms of raw cash right now,
I mean, as in terms of, like, weird things they got.
I have the.
Here's what I wrote
I have
down for the
a
group.
purple dragon scale, an unused paper bird, and a healing potion.
I still have the wand of pyrotechnics, another pair of weird dice, the weird blanket, and 4 bottles of Amish wine, and 9 bottles of the glass something.
Huh. Okay. Let me see that.
There might be stuff I'm missing though.
I mean, we're keeping that music box.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait, who's holding on to that? Because I thought I was.
So you have 9 glass bottles?
9 bottle
Sitting
glass.
on a wall?
Question mark there? I'm not sure what that is.
Huh.
I have some shit on my
I
character
mean,
sheet
you don't
too.
remember that being in your pack, but yeah, you have 9 glass bottles in there. That's weird.
Oh god, it was a Megalovania music box. God damn it.
So, do we want to sell the wine? Because that might make good money.
I think it would be wasted on us otherwise.
Well,
Oh,
I
God.
mean,
Oh lordy.
Oh Jesus!
okay, so it might not just. It might be my computer. I don't. Hold on, I've got another wireless plug for this other set of headphones.
Okay,
Give me
I'll
a
use
second.
my
I'm gonna see if it's
to purchase
plugged
the wine.
now.
Is the wine bottles any good?
The Amish wine bottles, or the just standard glass bottles that are empty?
I'm talking about the Amish wine one.
Yeah. I mean, let me see. The Amish wine was that improvisable Molotov's. I mean, Alchemist Fire. And I'm trying to remember what his price point was. Let me just pull up that PDF really quick. I'll open. If I remember right, it was worth a bit.
Also, does anyone actually want the talking doll besides me? Because
Because you're strange.
Not really.
yeah, I have roleplay reasons for wanting it, but
I
Not
have
really.
personal
I think I'm good.
reasons.
What does the paper bird do again?
You could write a message on it and say the name of the person you're sending it to, and it'll fly towards them, like
Oh.
fold itself up into a paper crane and fly to them.
Oh shit! I can make something like that. Except
A
it
trash
explodes
pile
when it
and
gets to
then
the other end.
What does that do, Ed?
1 second, I didn't catch what you were saying.
I was thinking about the blanket I picked up from the trash heap.
That is a trash blanket. It's just a normal blanket.
Okay, just checking.
As for the wine, that was located in room 6.
Okay, guys, question.
Yes.
Levitate or hold person?
They're worth 10 gold apiece. Levitate or hold person. You know what? Having some kind of control ability is pretty nice.
Is it? Okay.
I have a
Yeah.
whole person.
You have hold person as well?
He said he votes hold person.
Oh,
if I remember
I
right.
vote. Yeah.
I feel like rather
okay.
enjoy flying, but yeah, whole person is more actually useful.
Yeah.
All right then.
Please pick up hold person because I couldn't justify my character having anything that requires a material component.
Well, as a sorcerer, I don't experience that.
Well, no, that's like I could have taken it. I just, as a personal character choice, Marza does not use spells that require material components because that requires her to either have an arcane focus or a material component in a hand she could be using a sword in.
Ah, fair enough. I was only saying as a sorcerer, sorcerers don't actually they don't use components because their magic is natural because they're fucking weird.
That's great.
Yeah.
Speaking of natural magic, I got my ice armor became a racial ability, so I swapped it out to get mirror image, and now I have mirror image and branding as my 2 new spells. Also, I cast everything at 2nd level now.
Wow. That's
because that's how warlocks work.
Nice.
I still only get 2 non-cantrip spells per short rest, but you know.
So basically, but even though you cast less, you always cast them at your highest level, though, so they always get the benefit of that.
Yep.
As long as you can Eldritch Blast.
Yes. Well, I can always Eldritch Blast.
Exactly.
What does Wand of Secrets do again?
It has a number of charges that it gets per day, if I remember right, and if you use it, it points into the direction of a hidden trap or hidden doorway within a certain space. Let me go on to, let's see, back to the top.
Here's what it does.
Magical item. Oh, you got it before me?
Yep.
Okay.
I happened to be on Beyond to get all the information on the talking doll and just happened to quickly get that up for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the one that theoretically never runs out of charges.
As long as you wait daily at dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And it can have up to 3 charges.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to hold on to that one?
I mean, I got a doll and I got a sword. I've already gotten my share of the magic items. So.
See, I probably don't need any magic items, honestly. I am magic.
Mm-hmm.
I have my soul punches. My mind punch. I cast not soul punch. It's my mind punch.
Uh-huh. I mean, if nobody else wants the Wand of Secrets, I will take it.
I
But-
yeah.
Aww.
I don't think the GM's allowed.
No, not that.
He might
no.
be eyeing at something else.
Okay, so I have
Let's remember, let's
done
show
all
Ed
of
a picture
my
of a shotgun.
relevant stuff. So, like, my spell save DC, should that actually have increased with my level?
Spell saving DC. I'm going
I
back
think
to
proficiency-
sorcerer class.
Your proficiency bonus hasn't gone up yet, I don't think, so I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At third level, it's still +2. It doesn't raise till +3.
Well, it
I think
doesn't
at
use your
4 you-
proficiency bonus, does it? It uses your casting stat, right?
Oh, is it the casting stat?
I mean, that's how my sheet automatically folded out. My casting stat is charisma.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's casting stat plus level, right?
Okay,
Okay.
so the spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier. So it will eventually go up with the
Okay.
proficiency. But it's not going to do that until level 5.
Someday I'll be able to do things.
Right when you reach the end of the module.
Yeah, probably.
Since this is 1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Just someday I'll be able to do things. Nice.
But
That's
that's
okay, there's a
why
sequel
we
to this.
have that's why we have a sequel. I mean, you guys want to hang out with Halaster, right? He's a great guy. Best guy.
Mm,
And I'm sure there are other modules like the like that goddamn alley.
I've actually been using a lot of the encounters you guys have been dealing with around town are all from the amazingly cool freaking Waterdeep random encounters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if
I
I ever
got-
run that, I need to get that.
You do. It's great, especially what I got today. When I roll, because I always try to have some stuff like pre-ready for you guys.
Oh boy.
Luckily, it's a pleasant day out. It's only partially cloudy.
oh yay.
No
Not
negative,
freezing.
no negative weather effects that will cause you to practically die of exhaustion about town. From
Where did we
hypothermia.
leave off?
You guys are still in the yawning portal. Gnarl has just handed the arm of Kelliar over to Mert as payment for
Mhm.
the upgrades to the Troll Skull.
And before that, he
Manner.
was totally not nice to someone who totally wasn't Jarlaxle. Jarlaxle, how's it pronounced?
Motherfucker, I literally came down from the mountain like a month ago.
This is out of character. Me, like, oh boy, I love this character. I love this in character decision. I'm excited to be a part of it.
He's a wonderful character who totally. I mean, that was a human. It wasn't a drow, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Totally.
He had a nice feather in his cap though, really big.
It's not like Jarlaxle has like BS levels of disguise or anything.
Or a magical hat that lets him disguise himself.
Yeah.
That has a giant feather in it.
Fucking magical hat. Jesus Christ.
Who has this magical hat again? Ed, I don't know who you guys are talking about.
Jarlaxle, he's a really
He's-
important NPC in this module.
He is an asshole in the Sword Coast universe of Forgotten Realms.
Isn't it someone that what Gnarl pissed off?
No, he really has.
I was gonna say, I was terse. I didn't exactly just teabag him on the bar.
You did call him a bitch.
I mean, I call a lot of people a bitch.
Fair.
How much is it to just get smashed?
At this point, Durden just puts a mug of ale on the counter in front of you.
Yeah, now I'll put you on his tab.
It also helps that apparently we probably might have gotten a bit of rep because we just completely effed the Blue Alley.
Yeah.
Styled all over it.
Ah, well, thank ya. I don't know how long we are hanging, but I'm going to drink the entire time.
Fair enough. As long as looks over at Gnarl, he keeps his clothes on this time.
Look, that was unintentional, and I thought I was figuring some... Magic's weird, alright?
Out of all of the
Magic
people
is
who have
weird.
appeared at my counter, you're the first to do it naked.
I mean, it was trying to get to paradise, and usually, I mean,
Apparently,
make people
this
get
is
to paradise?
paradise.
I'd say it's paradise.
I mean, yeah. Ugh, the alcohol's good.
I did some adventuring, took my winnings, built the yawning portal
Yeah, because
right on top of Undermountain.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing says paradise like a gigantic cavern in the floor which occasionally shits out trolls.
I mean,
Gives you something to do.
I get to kill them.
Yes.
Reminds me of my adventuring days.
When were your adventuring days anyway?
A while back.
How long's a while?
That's not important. Here, have a refill.
Pay no attention to the man with not quite immortality.
Oh, thanks.
gotta keep all these important and loved characters alive somehow.
Yeah. Cool.
I like the fact that we're basically doing his thing in the opposite direction. We got a bar and then we started adventuring.
In this economy, you have to start adventuring just to help invest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
You
honestly,
need to.
I'd prefer that to pay off my student debt. Be like, right, either we garnish a certain percentage of your wages every month, yeah, or you go into this cave. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm just
Do it.
standing there with a fucking baseball bat, like, come on, right, let's do this. Goblins, right. Come here, you little bastards. Oh dear. So yeah,
It's
I
at
imagine.
that point that Luke realized his bat was too long for the cave.
Ah, damn it! No, we're not goblin huntering this. No.
I mean, you can choke up on a bat and make it shorter.
Yeah.
Harder to do that with a sword.
Fair enough. I just had to make the goblin hunter.
Slayer, you mean?
Yeah, goblin slayer.
Goblin Slayer, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I imagine there's probably an evening of revelry.
Mhm.
So we're just sitting
Yes,
around eating delicious chocolate, crispy shelled chocolates.
Chocolate shell chocolates.
Yes, I know. Fuck you. It's 3 in the morning. Do you expect like witty repartee from me?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I feel like I've given you a lot of shit today, and I don't know why. You know I appreciate you, Luke. You know it.
I'm gonna kick your dick up so hard it fucking redistributes across your earrings. What am I even...
Wow.
I don't know anymore.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm gonna seize the means of your reproduction.
Yeah, you should be okay, Luke. You need to rest.
I'm gonna beat you around the head with the fucking worker struggle. Anyway, moving on.
So you guys party around the freaking yawning portal for the night, then I imagine?
I imagine.
Are you going to
Yep.
stay there past dark and leave, or are you going to pay for a room,
Oh no.
or are you going to leave before it gets dark?
Oh no. We're gonna wait till at least Nara's gonna drink till it gets dark, then realise I should really go back to the pub, and walk out and start wandering over to the pub again,
Fair enough.
pissed out of his skull in the middle of Waterdeep in the middle of the night.
Margaret,
Rav-
as usual, will follow wherever Rava goes to make sure she doesn't end up in jail. It's
Rav
literally her only job right now.
Rav will follow along with Gnarl
Oh,
because
I'll keep an eye on Nora and go along as well then. Since
Yeah.
10-4 is the one who is sober because he doesn't resist the poison.
Tenfold's amazing because he's full of alcohol and always sober.
Yep.
It's
actually
the perfect
the worst-
paradox.
the worst thing to be, honestly.
I don't know.
Why must I be cursed with this existence? Anyway, so you guys get out of the yawning portal, and find yourself
Halfway
Yes.
across the fucking city from where we need to go.
yeah, on Rain Run Street, just out the front door.
I'm so sorry. I've just had a massive flashback to something from my childhood. There was a
Hmm.
radio.
What was it?
There's a radio show I used to listen to called Terry Garrigan's Last Bus to Whitehawk, which is a late night radio show. With the Last Bus to Whitehawk basically being the most dangerous public transport service to get on in Brighton. It was like, you get on there, they've put all the plastic screens down, they don't stop apart from like 4 stops.
Oh no!
And I've just realised we're getting on the last bus to Troll Skull, and I'm having a little happy moment in my head.
There are
Lovely.
no public drays
Whoops.
anywhere nearby.
Well then.
I mean, if we get to the high road, then we can find one, but it's still gonna be a bit of a walk.
Isn't there supposed to be one out and about this time?
Ah, it's all a very richly detailed metaphor about.
Okay, sorry.
Luckily,
Well, excuse me, what did you call me?
I
what
said
happened
you're
to
a
my kind of-
Metaphor?
You're a
Uh,
richly detailed metaphor. Your mum's a richly detailed metaphor.
My mother is a richly
Guys,
detailed
what did I
metaphor.
miss? My application kind of froze for a few seconds there. Nara was looking for drain. Then what happened there?
We started calling each other metaphors for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Um,
about to say, I'm saying there's probably like, some conveniently placed barrels around that you can probably use if you really wanted to.
No, we're looking for somebody to
Oh,
take us
no.
back to our place.
yeah, so
Oh, I thought-
so
Drain
I
dra-
thought
for
looking-
Gnarl
a dray
I thought
horse,
Noah-
not a
I
drain.
thought I was looking for a drain, like a storm drain to
Drain.
shoot
No.
down.
No. A dray is in a carriage with horses.
Mm.
Dude, I appreciate you just assuming Niall will aim for a sluice or drain if he needs to take a leak.
But really, he's just gonna hit the side of a building.
I mean, possibly. Do we have a scatter dice on this on the roll on roll 20?
Oh boy.
Oh god.
We're not in that part of Roll20.
Okay. Yeah, but Niall's just going to start staggering over in the. I imagine he's probably going along Soothsayer's way towards Snell Street, and when he hits it, he'll turn north and start following it up.
So, you're walking along, and you hear a crashing noise as you're going along Soothsayer Way, right past Snail Street. You said you were going north on Snail Street, or did you say you're going down Soothsayer's Way till you hit the high road?
Heading north. I mean,
Heading
if
north more?
people don't mind
On
Niall
Snail Street.
leading the way.
Not a
Yeah,
problem.
go ahead. I was thinking the same thing. So.
So you're on Snail Street, and you hear a crash, and you see a carriage that looks like it's fallen on its side, and the horses are laying down, and there's some tall, lean figures with their hoods up circling around the 2 guards that have come up out of it, and you can see like a nobleman trying to crawl up out of this carriage up ahead. And there are no guards here for whatever reason.
Lovely. Wow.
So I am going to swap you guys over to this map, and then I need to populate it with these things that have shown up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can get like, who are these people? While you're
Oh,
doing
the
that.
same thing.
hmm
I'm on the other hand going to be overly dramatic. So I'm going to roll
Gonna
stealth
be extra.
to disappear into the shadows
Oh,
while
God.
casting.
I just realised I'm going to be playing drunk now for a few scenes, aren't I?
Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna duck. Actually, I want to duck away instead as well.
So Niall's
Oh,
going to...
okay, can I finish my thing first? Sorry.
please do. Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So while I slip away, I leave a silent image in my place.
Okay.
Nice.
Tenfold is just trying to stuck into the darkness, somehow concealing his gleaming metal part.
Oh god, the grid is slightly off from the map grid.
I can remove all of the grid. Let me do that. Sorry about this.
No, it's fine.
You
I'm just
swine.
It's oh wow, now I pointed out. Wow.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh god. I'm not
Excuse
even
me.
gonna do mine. Ed, bring my character token over in a way that isn't going to be the entire map.
Sorry,
Please.
attack of the Mega Null there for a second. Actually,
Actually,
no, that makes perfect sense, because Null's going to make him try himself look big. I'm going to roll Intimidation with a -1. Because Null's got a gut full of dwarven courage.
There we go. That's a adequate size.
There we go.
Go ahead and put your token down and I'll for you. Since yeah,
By the way, while they're fixing that and while Nate's BRB'd, I want to inform you, Luke,
Yes.
that on the talking doll, I'm going to need your help with this because I've decided to make a distraction, and so if ever I just like freaking yeet the doll, once it lands, it shouts, "Hey, over here!" and then like calls someone a cocksucker in.
So it goes hey over here, then growls indistinctly at something.
I guess yes.
Like, I don't know if you're aware, but Gnarl is not pronounced Gnarl, it's pronounced Gnarl. In its native knowledge.
Well, it's either that or Infernal, and I wasn't sure which one, and I thought.
Oh, you
Gnoll
swear at
would be
people in
funnier.
like Infernal is like Spanish when it comes to insulting people.
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
quite as effective as German, but it's much more florid.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with Infernal.
Mhm.
Abyssal on
you
the
have
other
that?
hand.
I do not, so I'm gonna ask you at some point. At some point during the festivities,
Mhm.
Ben is over there awkwardly holding a doll. It's like, "Hey, Marza,
Darn it, I do not have a token for these dudes. That's upsetting.
how do you call someone a motherfucker in in Infernal?"
I mean, Marcel will tell you, will say it, and then also you might realize that she might have said this a couple times about things that have gone on previously.
Let's see, I need the two.
Oh my god, my
guards.
token's huge. Why? How does I?
What have you done, Nate? What have you done?
Is that deep gnome kush? What makes you larger?
Trying to.
I'm using all my high rolls.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, there we go.
Don't do that.
I don't want to use all my high rolls on initiative and this kind of things.
Hey, what is what?
What?
How the hell did I get here?
Excellent question.
You were following them up Sioux Stairway when you heard a cart crashing, and you see a cart turned on its
Fake
side.
Martha?
And you can see a couple of guards. And I'm going to be cheap and just freehand this cart that got knocked over, and it is blocking the road up ahead.
Mm.
There's a couple of guards there,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like city guard.
No, they look like they're private guards. On retainer to a nobleman. This is a really nice cart to have been knocked over.
And we have to do initiative.
Yeah, but first I need to populate my tokens
Okay.
for as people who was going to be looking to see if they could figure out what these are.
I was.
And the horses look like they've broken free and have already ran off.
So, for reference, this circle is where the image of Martha is.
Okay.
What? Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, I got a
Oh,
21.
We're all reacting remarkably quickly for a bunch of people who are quite drunk.
Except me.
Oh no, you can't take your drink.
I guess it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
con is my dump stat, so.
I guess it makes sense that 10-4 is the speediest. He's the only one who's not drunk at all.
Mm.
The generic token.
Non-negotiable game token. Excellent.
This is the generic token I've been using whenever I have any issues. Okay. So it looks like the cart got knocked over. They've fallen out to the side. There's 2 on the far side of the cart.
Are these
And
the
they're...
nobles who caught out?
No. These are the figures.
Oh, so you get two working and then the next 2? Okay.
And then there's several on your guys' side. Also, well, 20 is doing something weird where it's lagging. That's strange.
What do these figures look like?
They're wearing cloaks, and let's see, you guys were doing a perception check to see what kind of humanoids they were,
Sure.
or who was doing that.
I was trying to do anything about them.
Okay,
I-
so I
any
see a 21 and a
insignias.
17. The ones near you, their backs turned to you, but the ones on the far side, you can tell they're not actually humanoids, they're goblinoids. These are hobgoblins.
Ah, boy.
And
they-
you hear one calling out, and you can see there's symbols on brooches of their cloaks that are just a circle with 4 spokes going through it, making 8 eyes.
Oh good.
There's
Ah.
Xanathar.
Are hobgoblins allowed in?
Does she recognize this as because she was investigating the missing children before?
Yeah, you do recognize this.
That logo is Xanathar. They're the people who
Um,
kill those kids.
Also, you can tell one of them looks different than the others. He doesn't have a hood up, and you can see a metal helmet on him.
Huh.
And he's directing the others.
Hey Ed.
Yeah.
What's the legality of killing hobgoblins in Waterdeep?
That's a good question. Well, they're clearly attacking these guards, and they're underdwellers. You could probably, and that's a noble in that carriage, you could probably get away with it just by saying that you were saving a nobleman's life.
okay, so the two
Because their lives are basically forfeit for if they end up killing or even attacking a noble person anyway.
Yeah.
I would say flipping a card counts as attacking.
Yeah.
These 2 guys are the guards that from the carriage, right? You said.
Yeah, they were the guards with the carriage. But the horses already ran off.
Okay.
Also, remind me to invest in a carriage token.
Hey Ed,
Yeah.
this is your reminder to invest in a carriage token.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Hold on. I can do you one better, Nate.
Oh god.
Oh, sure.
We give him a reminder to remind him.
Anyway, let me see here.
I was going to say, Rich, are we going to go straight to combat, or will I be able to try and intimidate?
I mean, if we have time to intimidate, I'm going to sneak around the backside of this building and suddenly appear from behind them and cast my fear spells at them. But also,
You can tell that they're already trying to intimidate the guards.
Okay. Well, counter intimidation.
Like, they're not immediately attacking me.
All right. Well, let's. Oh, this is gonna.
I need to go back, don't I, and look at this?
Nah.
What happened? I don't.
Oh, John, you ass.
You pinned the message. That's what it did.
Oh.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, I added you and pinned it. Now there's no reason for you to forget. Though, as long as I'm pinning things, I'm actually going to pin these notes that Tyler made because those are useful.
And let's see.
Also, this music box cover for any time we use that music box ever again.
Yes. It's important.
It is. It's true.
Right. Well.
For when we need to have an enemy have a very bad time.
Alrighty. So the goblins, hobgoblins, are going to need let's see, to be added. My God, you guys did do good with your rolls. Let's see my dice roller. And I'm just gonna bulk roll them. The hobgoblins and oh, that's the wrong one. Need another d20.
I mean, it can be.
And the guards.
Oh.
Okay. So guards are going to be a 19 as well. And the lovely hobgoblins and the captain.
Oh, for God's sake! These guys are really not on their A game tonight.
It's easier for you guys.
No, I don't think
guess.
that's not the guard. That's the head of the hobgoblin.
No, that's what I mean. Like, you guys are ambushing the car, and you're the last ones to act. Like, they've just gone, haha. Now what?
We didn't expect it to get this far.
You just hear the captain barking at them, just saying, Xanathar says you guys have the stone. He's paid us to take it. Give it up and maybe we'll let you live. And, Gnarl, you were going to go try to intimidate him?
With my 11. Which is honestly more just an incoherent, Oi! You what?
One of the hobgoblins looks at you and is like, shove off! Or I'll stick you like a pig.
Rav takes a step out without drunken swagger this time.
No,
Just like, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And she's just like, you're Xanathar.
I am, what of it?
You kidnap and kill children.
I don't kidnap and kill children. We hire kobolds to do that shit.
No, I was just going to very calmly unsheath his great axe.
And so, no reason to take mercy upon you.
just actually turns around at this point instead of just looking over his shoulder at you. Hey, boss! I think this here elf has some issues with you. And the guild. And he's gonna draw a sword.
The Mars image also draws a sword.
Okay.
Rob holds out both of her hands, like, kind of in a almost clenched, grasping posture, because she's gonna do some psychic shit.
Okay. Well, we'll start turn order since they have been made aware that you guys are kind of hostile.
Kind
So,
of hostile.
So, question:
Kinda.
while this was happening, can Mars sneak around the back?
Yes, you can. They were
Since I
shitting
rolled-
around.
Can I do that as well, John? Ed? Did I roll a stealth roll too?
Let's see.
He actually did better than I did in stealth.
Yes, you can. You can as well. They're focusing on.
So at the corner of Rava and Null and Venaris' eyes, we just see you two run away.
No, we don't,
nope.
because they succeeded on stealth.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Mars is right there.
Oh, you
Yeah, and
fucking-
Mars
Yeah.
is literally right there, the orange one.
You absolute bastards.
So the only one who's weirdly missing is 10-4. Because he kind of silently disappeared and you guys didn't notice when he turned around the corner.
For a guy made of plate metal and wood, he is surprisingly quiet. They pronouns are confusing when you're mostly metal.
Deploy velvet pads. You cannot hear my steps anymore.
You know what's really sad? That I rolled a 5 on this when it's a 1d6 for the number of hobgoblins with the captain.
And yet they went so late in the turn order. Also, I've just
Yes.
noticed we've left all the really squishy characters down here with the most amounts of enemies. Oh well, this'll be interesting.
This feels normal for you guys. Don't worry.
Actually,
It's
you're
okay,
right.
my sneak attack is 2d6 now.
Actually, you're right. I should
No,
probably stay around.
no,
to be the
no,
tank.
no, no,
no,
please,
no, no,
please.
no. You did what you wanted to do. Don't
I
think about
appreciate
it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to make hilarious mistakes.
Okay, I guess I'll.
Honestly, Marson needs like 5 minutes of prep time before a fight to be 100% super effective. Right now, she's moving at about like 30% under because she doesn't have her ice armor or her great sword summoned.
Okay, I'll start first by sneaking up and stabbing this hobgoblin from behind, basically.
Okay.
So
I'll give
do
you
I get-
advantage on that since you are attacking with I'm not noticing you. You're going to get advantage on this attack. So take the 21.
Okay, and let's see if my spear kills him or not.
That is a 6 damage for the hobgoblin.
Yep.
He is still up.
Yeah, hobgoblins are tough.
22,
That would be a hit as well.
7.
And how do you kill him with
I
your martial arts after you've stabbed him?
I try out my new move and punch him in the mind so his brain explodes, basically. So it's basically.
Damn.
Well,
Well, this just got metal.
His brain just bursts out his ears and nose. Like, oh my
Yes.
god!
Yes, it did.
so from what I gathered, it says it makes psychic blades. Is this like a mental attack? Is that feels different from what the thing about the way of the soul knife?
It's basically a psychic damage, so I'm
Okay.
kind of hitting him in the mind, basically. Attacking
Okay.
his mind instead of attacking his body, basically, is how I'm seeing it.
Part
Not
of
a
me is
problem.
imagining it as like
So you
Nerf
stab
point
him.
stuff.
You stab him with your spear, and
And
then you turn
I guess I
and you
kind
go
of-
to and you go to punch at him, but you just stop right before you hit his head,
Yes.
and his eyes start to glass over, and he just falls to the ground.
Yes.
And so he goes down, and at that point, you're no longer hidden, as the other
Actually,
hobgoblin
can I-
looks at you terrified.
I'm going to use Why the hell not? I'm gonna use the key point and to use my flurry of blows so I can try to hit the other one while the first one's still falling.
Okay.
Oh, sweet
Okay.
Jesus. Rip.
No, so it's dead.
Go ahead
Let's
and do your damage on that. That's
Oh, God.
So that's let me figure out how to read this. 1d4 plus 3, you got a... Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. Yeah, no. You kick out after, like, as he's falling, you pull on him, pull yourself up, and kick at the second hobgoblin.
No,
It does
actually,
not look like, because this is martial arts, it doesn't look like he it connects in any way, but he just falls backwards and yeah, he's twitching and just suddenly stops moving.
I kick him from 5 feet away, and it still hits him because of my extended blade, psychic blades now.
Oh, okay, so you don't even get close to him, you just kick
No,
in the air.
I can as my bonus action, I can hit things 30 feet away with my accent now.
Not a problem. So you kick at the air and he just falls over to the ground.
Yes. Yes. Basically.
Okay. And the others have turned around to look at you guys and have not noticed them just go down.
I was gonna say, like, you'd barely hear like the sound of some quiet meaty thuds and some gurgling from the other side of the cart, and that'd be about it.
You guys just witnessed something horrific, though. Everyone who's facing where those two hobgoblins are.
I mean, I'm wondering if we could, because there is a carriage in the way.
Yeah, there's
But-
3
Oh,
hobgoblins, 2 guards, and a carriage all in the way of what's going
And a
on over
partridge in a
here.
pear tree.
Well, the only one who might be horrified is Marzak, because she's the only one who can see me basically dismantle 2 hobgoblins with only one stab and flicking the air.
Bravo.
I mean, have you seen the shit Marza does?
I still remember
Rav,
what you did to the fucking Minotaur. Jesus Christ.
So Rav just kind of announces to the leader,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do anything to your lot before. I've been waiting to run into you again. And I'm gonna do a lot of stuff right now.
Okay.
So, first off, I'm casting this as a 2nd level spell.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
So that's 8 damage.
Mm-hmm. As 4 bolts strike out, and who are you targeting with?
The captain.
Okay.
And then, however, that was casted as a bonus action because I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 sorcery points.
Mm-hmm.
And then she does it again.
Jesus. Go ahead and roll that again.
Well then,
Missile barrage.
Because it does 1d4 plus 1, so since you're using it a second time,
Yep.
that way I can see if you get something besides.
That's going to wipe out all my 2nd level spells, but that's okay.
Okay, so that's going to be 12 damage.
12. So yeah, it's a total of 21, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, 20.
20
It
even,
was-
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
did you cast those as first level spells or as second level?
2nd level.
Okay.
Casting magic missile at 2nd level, rather than doing 3 d4s, you do 4 d4s.
So just a flurry of bolts of. Wait a second. You reflavored
She just like
that.
tries to. She tries to like collapse him, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
As just
holds
fear-
out one hand and just tries to squeeze.
Just squeezing, and he's starting to choke and cough up a little bit of blood, and he's like, "So, You're a sorcerer. And
I'm
he
a
just
sorcerer
wipes
who
blood
hates
away.
child murderers.
Just wipes blood away from his lips. Well, I guess I better kill adults then. And Gnarl, what are you gonna do?
Which one did Rava just
The
The one
guard,
with the
like
red dot.
the leader.
Oh, the leader. Oh, fair enough then. In which case, I'm just gonna move one sidestep, kind of across the diagonal here. So 1, 5, 10, 15, and then just whack this poor hobgoblin in the face with the great axe.
Go ahead and do your damage.
Just like not even really running, just sort of sauntering up with it over his shoulder and like, well then, shunk.
So basically, my character in Skyrim, just all heavy armor.
15.
Ooh.
15. Let's see, that is a hobgobbo. That is a miss. It
God
he
damn.
pulls up his shield and blocks it.
God,
His shield has some cracks in it. It was made of wood.
this is why I use magic missile and stopped using bludgeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just a quiet, oh shit, from Gnarl. He's got to stop relying on this massive fucking axe.
Mm-hmm.
But you love it so much.
Well, to put it this way, if I'd attacked with my wooden mallet, I probably would have actually done damage. Because I have a +4 on that.
Oh. Marza, what are you going to do? Their hobgoblins appear to be down in front of you.
Yep. Okay, I'm moving over here. Can I get
10,
line of
15,
sight
20.
on the captain?
Yeah.
The captain doesn't know you're there either, so you do get a sneak attack on him.
Yep, I know. So
Full
on
advantage
top of
from him not knowing.
yeah, so I have advantage on him. I'm also going to cast my curse on him, and then I'm going to hit him in the back of the head with an Eldritch Blast.
Fair enough. That's a 17.
Well, if I have 17. Is that a hit?
You just barely hit him.
Good. So with Blast of Hatter, I can move him directly 10 feet towards me.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's occupied with a guard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he could be moved between two guards.
Yeah.
That's true.
He gets pulled.
So you're gonna yank him between those two guards up against the carriage?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he gets pulled.
Yeah. Oh, also he takes an additional 2 on top of that because of the curse.
Yes. So he
That
took
is such
6
a
damage.
weird tank move for a casting class. For a DPS.
Technically, me and Mars are all the tanks of the party.
Yeah.
Even though we're doing a lot of damage, we are technically
But,
tanks of the
but you're both DPS, so like that is such a weird tank move.
I mean, the idea is to pull things within sword.
Why did
Yeah,
that change?
But that's a tank move, man.
Why did that change to a 38? That's a 9. What?
That is weird. We know it's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay, fixed. The guards, given this wonderful opportunity, are going to do what guards do, and they're going to try and stick this captain with their knives.
Look at it, stick him with the pointy ends.
Mm-hmm. So let's see, character sheet. Let's make sure that you guys can see what's going on. Oh, they don't even. So they actually pulled out spears. They don't have short swords.
Oh, nice.
So
I mean, if they have spears, wouldn't that pull him through their threat range, giving them attacks of opportunity?
he's still technically within their range.
That would be
don't
so
get
good, though.
with him entering and only leaving, so he hasn't left their range since he's got pulled in here. But they will both make an attack. they were wielding them two-handed since they were just guarding, trying to hold the hobgoblins off, and each of them is going to strike and miss terribly.
They don't have the second guy doesn't have advantage.
They're not technically flanking because there's not one on the opposite ends of him. There's not one there,
Ah.
nor is there one.
Fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I found out I was doing that wrong. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
they both strike at him, and unfortunately, they miss. What are you gonna do, Venarius?
Okay, so question.
Hmm.
Can I use acrobatics to Prince of Persia parkour over someone, like through their square?
I mean, you can normally move through them. It counts as difficult terrain, so it costs 10 per 5 feet instead of 5. But I would let you make an acrobatics roll to see if you can somehow manage to jump
Reduce
over
that.
them. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta make some acrobatics.
Success.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Easily.
I'm gonna jump over here, and then I'm going to attack this goblin.
Hobgoblin? Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and make your attack. That is a hit. With the Mutant Rapier as it gleams in the night.
All right, and with my swashbuckling rakish audacity, I don't need anybody flanking. Instead, if I'm within 5 feet of a creature and no other creatures are within 5 feet of me, I can sneak attack.
Okay.
So that's 7 plus another 10.
Wow.
Christ. Okay, yeah. How do you kill him?
Jesus Christ, we're just murking these guys.
Welcome to level 3.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just run in and I don't know if I somehow I want to imagine Gnarl swung, missed, Axe was stuck on the ground for a moment. He parkoured off of that as a running board to jump over this hobgoblin, and then just stabbed behind him. And just stabbed right through the center of mass, hobgoblin down.
Oh yes, Alpha Boo as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me mark this. And then we come to the hobgoblins. Guys, why'd you let them have a turn?
Look, we
You had
tried
one goal.
all right. We very nearly wiped
you
them
got-
in one round, for fuck's sake.
You got half of them, that's true.
More than half.
No, half.
There's 6.
There's 5.
Counting the captain.
1, 2. Oh no, sorry, I didn't realize I didn't see that one. Never mind.
It's the red dot. Throws it off. Alrighty, so the one that you tried hitting with your great axe Gnarl is going to
Yes.
growl.
Wound me. It will only make me more dangerous.
And
Hurt me
now
more, Snake.
it won't immediately drop you to,
Don't,
death.
don't. He'll crit. He'll crit now that you've said that.
He's actually going to look at you, look over at his companion that has been just stabbed in the back, and he's like, "I don't have time for you," and he's going to move 10 feet to the side, facing Venarius. So take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, he's not gonna take an action to disengage then.
No, he is not.
Wow, this hobgoblin has absolutely no self-preservation instincts. Okay, well I'm gonna still got the great axe on me, so oh, that was a bad move. That was an exceedingly bad. Oh fucking hell!
Oh god.
Oh my god, that's 26
Yeah.
damage.
He assumed you were not that big of a threat since he easily parried away your axe with it. He was dead wrong.
Yeah, Niall just kind of just.
Is he also
didn't-
dead?
He is extremely dead.
Yeah, no,
Describe
I think Gnarl sliced him in half.
no,
He
no,
kinda
base.
swung and
Yeah, he kind of
kind of sliced him in half.
yeah, he kind of kicks up. He kind of kicks up the great axe from where it was on the ground, brings it around like a baseball bat, and then just diagonally slices the hobgoblin in half. There's just a beat, and then you were saying as it falls into two pieces, and then
The other hobgoblin looks at you, looks at his boss, and runs up to the guards. And he's gonna go here, so he's within 5 feet of his boss. And he's gonna take a swing at this guard, the southern guard, trying to get his boss cleared up so that they can escape down the alley. And because he is within, has his martial advantage, he's within 5 feet. He's going to make his weapon attack. So that's 1d20 plus 3. Since yeah, they're not doing too hot.
they're still dying on their own turn.
I know.
That's how badly they're doing.
Oh, that is a hit.
Ooh.
And since he's within range of his boss, he's going to use that martial advantage as his boss takes a block with a shield, and he stabs during that. So that is an extra 2d6 plus the 1d8 plus 1. And I don't think, let's see. Yeah, that guard goes down as he's just stabbed him. So he's just lying on the ground bleeding out. He's not quite dead yet. But he is going down. And unless he gets help pretty soon, he is a dead man. The captain's gonna take his turn now.
I was just gonna say very quickly. Since we had like a kind of a long evening of drinking and revelry, I'm assuming my gadgets weren't recharged.
I mean, I figure you swapped out your batteries while you were drinking.
Okay, just
You were also tinkering around with the hand.
this is also true. No, just so I might have my protoplaser to hand, so I
Yeah,
can run up
I'm
and
gonna
tase
say-
this guard in the face.
I'm gonna say you have that. He's making death saving throws. In fact, I'm gonna be doing that on his turns. The captain, though, is going to then take a stab at the other guard. So let me see here. Hobgoblin captain.
Did the goblins and hobgoblins just double again? They
Mhm.
were fours. I thought they were fours, and now they're eights.
They are fours. I must have done something when I was making their tokens,
Weird.
and it's doubling them. That's weird. Don't think about it too hard. Anyway, I have their turn order figured out, so if it...
I mean, it's still below all of us. So.
Yes. And he is going to make an attack with his greatsword since he is a lower blade than the others. And that's going to be 1d20 plus 4. That does not look right.
What?
1 second.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's 2d20 plus 4.
I mean, that definitely hits. A 36 definitely hits, but I don't think that's what you meant.
I don't think a 9 hits, though, which is more important. So, he takes a swing and fails to hit, and he cursing at this point. 10-4, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made the biggest mistake, staying within 10-4's killing range.
I'm going. Can I get onto jump on top of the carriage to?
You're gonna have to give me an acrobatics check. to get on top of the carriage. Since it's like 5-foot leap and climb on top of it. And I'll say you get on top, but you have used up your entire movement doing that. So you are now here.
Is it gonna is it 14?
You didn't quite make the 15 I was looking for. But
I
you
mean,
made
you're still
the
within
10.
punch distance.
You're just can't move anymore since you took you longer getting into the top of that carriage than you
So
thought
I
it would.
can't attack anymore, you saying, basically? Or
No,
what?
no. Your movement is used up. You still have your action and any
Okay.
bonus actions.
Also, you
Okay.
could probably have hit them from where you were standing before with your 30-foot punches.
I want to stab him with my spear. Because it does more damage that way. So I'm going to stab, punch, punch, punch.
Miss. Let's see. You're hitting.
All my martial arts are all mental. So I'm pretty sure my 22 is hit, but it's my 16 hit.
Yeah, I need to know which of them you're targeting, though. So who are you
I'm-
targeting? The captain,
I'm
or are you
bringing
targeting?
The captain.
Okay, captain is your first target. Okay. The first martial art hit misses with the captain, where it would have hit with the normal one. So your first two spear strike, he dodges out of the way. You go to make your first punch, and he kind of doesn't seem that affected. But then your second two strikes do hit him. So go ahead and do your damage on those 22s. A 7 and a 5.
Yes.
Let's see, that is 13 damage. And he has. Okay, how do you do this? You got him
he's
exactly. You got him exactly. Yep, he's down.
I stab down with my spear and miss him, so he launches on the ground. So I just go up and just do a double fist, like a what's the haymaker thing, to slam down on his head to knock him out.
Oh,
Kill him,
double
basically,
axe
that way.
handle the guy? Jesus.
Yep, that does it.
You do him a Goro.
Ooh.
That definitely does it. And with that, there is only one hobgoblin in front of you, Rava.
Finish
And you
him.
suddenly see 10-4 again, and he's basically doing the curl onto the captain.
It's weird. It's like you can see a second pair of limbs, just slightly lower.
She looks at the hobgoblin and then just kind of like twitches her head harshly to the right. And I will go ahead and do one of those. Okay, that's only at first level because I'm out of second level slots.
Mm-hmm. So that's 12 damage.
12 damage, yeah.
Describe how you murder this guy.
Well, she does that where she twitches her head harshly to the right, and his head just kind of goes around in a way that is immediately lethal.
Yeah, he's just standing there staring up at horror, and all of a sudden, 10-4, both you and the guard witness his neck snapping, and he just falls to the ground. And with that, you hear some coughing of blood as we leave turn order. That guard doesn't seem to be doing too well.
Yeah, well, that's what the medic's here for.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to just jog on over to the poor guy.
You hear a whiny voice coming from the carriage. Is it safe to come out yet?
No, I was just going to ignore that.
So you see this this bush over here?
Mm-hmm.
The brush.
Mm-hmm.
Rav goes over there to vomit.
Oh God.
Understandable. I think that's the gnarliest kill Nut Rava has been responsible for.
I think that's one of the only kills that Rob has been actually responsible for.
Yeah, this is her second kill.
Yikes. Fair enough then.
That being said, I'd say this was probably the Gnar.
Oh, fuck off. just shush.
I don't think Luke can take all this punishment.
Oh fuck! I want to throw things, but I've got to be reasonable for the other people living in this building. Right. So, shall I just burn a charge on my protoplasm?
Go ahead and burn a
Yep.
charge, and he'll stabilize.
Fair enough. Now I'll probably just kind of like the gauntlet cup pops open, the little Tesla core comes out, he kind of pauses, looks up at the other guard and goes, I swear this is helping him, and then just zaps the poor guy.
Dear God.
Bzzzt. Smell of burning
And
hair.
You can see, like, where he was stabbed on the chest, it's seared shut.
Hi. You alright?
The one who's lying down there just looking shocked, and the other guy is making the sign
Son of what?
of Lathander, the god of the morning.
Fair enough. I just kind of gives them both a thumbs up and was like, you're welcome, by the way. You wouldn't happen to be taking the cart in the direction of Troll Skull Alley, would you?
Oh. Sure.
Oh, we could do with a lift. Everyone alright? He just kind of calls
He looks
out
over at
to
the cart on its side and the lack of horses, and then looks back at you.
Gnarl is still drunk. Gnarl is not quite focused on much more apart from what was immediately in front of him.
Ben is back here holding Rava's hair.
No, she's not vomiting anymore. It's like
Okay.
by that point she's done, and she's just kind of like leaning against this house, or actually just sitting down.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he is checking on her either way.
Are you guys okay?
Mhm.
I'm talking to the guards and checking up on the noble. Saying, are they okay?
Oh, yeah.
The guards are just kind of trying to be stoic about it, and the other one's trying to see to the wound. The man inside is entirely willing to talk to you. It's the worst. That bottom feeder is trying to get the crystal I purchased.
What's so special about this crystal that they would be sending multiple squads against you then?
I don't know. It's just a really pretty stone I picked up. And here, do you want to see it? He'll pull out a small little case and pop it open, and you just see a milky white crystal.
Quick question. I can't remember if I learned this from outside sources or from in character, but isn't a stone required to get that legendary treasure thing?
Uh-huh.
What was it described like? I don't ever know.
It wasn't described, other than the fact that the guy we helped rescue didn't
They
have
thought
it.
he had it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It's actually on my way to take it to one of my friends. He has a safe that I can store it in. Would you fine folk be willing to help me get it there safely, away from any prying eyes? I'd be willing to compensate you.
How far away is it right now?
Oh, only a couple of blocks.
Of course, we're happy to help.
sure.
I'm not part of this conversation, really. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna have a short conversation with Ben off to the side as this goes on.
Okay.
Continue.
While all this has been going on, Martha's going to check the hobgoblins for valuables.
The murder hobo way.
Well, yeah, but also she's gonna check them for identifying marks to see if any of them might be, worth anything on the bounty market.
I'll start helping looking at the two ones back here then.
Hmm.
So they actually have finely crafted longswords, just standard longswords, but they're like gleaming. They haven't been like covered in rust and shit, like a lot of the crap you see from Xanathar's people. Uh, their armor is too busted up, unfortunately, from various strikes. Other than the ones that
about-
10-4 got,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Which,
sure the armor I retrieve are
are
pretty
chainmail.
fine.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
those guys still got
This one
stabbed.
technically has a spear. Technically, this one has a spear hole in it, but this one is perfectly fine. This
Yeah,
guy.
that one was just stabbed in the brain.
This guy, the
But-
captain should also have armor should be in usable condition too, since most of the damage was from
That got struck a lot with actually, right? We worded it so that it was psychic damage.
Magical force, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you know what?
I did hit it with an Eldritch Blast, so.
Okay, so yeah, actually,
And magic missile, which we're just saying is still gonna be force damage no matter what. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is 5 long swords. There is 1 great sword that the captain had. You have his custom half plate, but it's slightly damaged. And then you have 5 things of chainmail, one of which is damaged.
I'm pretty sure Gnolls is super damage. It's unusable.
Actually, oh yeah, the one that got struck in half.
Yeah,
So make that
Gnolls is
w-
definitely useless because it got cleaved in half.
I mean,
So make that-
chainmail that's been cleaved in half is just 2 pieces of chainmail.
You just need to have somebody fix that.
True.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Okay,
you
are
go
you
about.
Are you is someone keeping track of that, or should we?
Why don't you go ahead and get a Google Doc and keep track of that for us, Richard?
Sure. Damn it.
And then yeah, let's have Ven and Rava scene.
Yeah, Rob just like to Ven, after like being quiet for a moment, she's just like, thanks, Ven.
Yeah, he's probably been like lightly rubbing her back as like helping her recover,
Mhm.
but it's like,
Yeah, she just like nods a little. Just says, thank you.
hey, it's fine, it's okay. You good now? That was intense.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I just this doesn't get easier, does it? Please tell me it doesn't get easier.
I'm, despite what you just saw, I'm not really a killer either. I'm not gonna say it gets easier, but it becomes easier to justify it. Simple fact is, these guys are child killers. I'm going to sleep easy tonight, but it doesn't change that this was some gnarly shit. Let's just be honest.
I was angry, and I snapped his neck with just a thought. I don't want it to be easy. I don't. I think I barely even want to feel justified.
Well, here's my question. You know those guys were in league with the killers. You know those guys are in league with some bad stuff. We protected people. If you want, I don't know magic, but if you want to be able to control yourself, and if you want to be able to hold back that's going to be on you. Because I know how to knock people out with a blade, punch them in the back of the head rather than. He kind of glances over at the lopped in half gnarl corpse and the carefully single striked Ven corpse. And it's just like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to kill people, don't kill people. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna ask you to not hurt anyone. I think that these people had it coming. You protected people and you hurt bad people, and as much as there are people out there arguing stuff and they're I'm not going to say that God, I've never had to talk someone down like this. Oh, right. Remember the warehouse? Those creatures learned how to talk by listening to people. People they tortured. These guys were part of a guild that kidnapped and killed those kids just for disguises. What I'm trying to say is don't be so hard on yourself now. But if you don't want to hurt anyone, just that's on you. You gotta be strong and know how to strike them where it hurts without killing them. I'm sure you
takes takes a deep breath, and then releases a sigh and nods a little. And just says, "All right. Thanks, Finn."
Hey, it's no problem.
We should go get with the others.
Yeah.
And she'll stand up and be back up with Gnarl and the rest.
And I don't know what this stone of glory that these creatures keep talking about is. Maybe my gem is it. Maybe it's not the stone that they're talking about. But I need to keep it protected.
If you had gotten some threats before, why did you not get some more guards?
I did get guards. That lot of good it did me as he looks over at that guard.
Aww.
Oh,
Hey, yeah. Do you mind if I ask everyone to make a perception check real quick for a character thing?
you're about to do
Oh,
something
boy.
concerning.
Sure.
Oh boy, let's do this.
Sure.
Should these NPCs be making a perception check too?
Everyone
They
sees you.
it's more about it's more a behavioral thing than something like that Marza's doing. So Marza was drinking with the rest of you. As usual, she held back so that she could, mom arm Rava from doing anything too extreme.
Mm-hmm.
But after the fight, Marza looks energized in a way that she didn't before. And I would say that probably Rava experienced with like various substances, it looks like Marza is like on some like hyped up on something.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
She got that blood rush.
Well, out of character, Marza used her Hexblade's curse on a guy, and then he died, and she got a big rush of extra hit points she did not need.
Oh fuck.
All right.
She got that soul crack.
Yeah.
And the mind is nicely subdued too, because it hit in his mind. So no psychic aftertaste to go with it.
Yeah. No, she just.
Oh
So-
man, that's fucking dark.
Yeah. So, I'm also going to point out, because I don't know if anybody noticed, my first question every time we fight something is it legal to murder them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not is it right, is it legal?
Mhm, mhm.
Am I allowed to crack this open and feast on the delicious soul inside?
Yeah.
Delicious fresh marrow.
Is that where the soul is? In the marrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
In the bones.
the more you know.
Heal it in the bones.
Yeah, I mean, how else do you get skeletons if the soul isn't in the marrow?
God damn! Shit! That makes an alarming amount of sense now. So P is in the balls and soul is in the marrow. Okay. We now know a lot more than we did.
But yeah, that's just a thing that
I don't know what this bladder
I
is.
felt would be an interesting side note to that conversation Rava just had about how she doesn't want it to be easy to kill people.
Yeah.
For some of our party, it is. Alarmingly so.
Rav is noticeably perturbed.
Hmm.
Yeah, Niall's probably finishing. In fact, he's probably finishing checking on the guard and cleaning off his great axe with the guard's cape.
Hmm.
Just kind of.
Aw.
Oh come on! I saved your life. Shut the fuck up. Stows it and then
It's gonna
just
take forever to clean that out.
really. Just get a new cape, man. While you're at it, get some fucking fencing lessons.
I mean, that cape looks red, so it's not like it's gonna stick out that much.
Hobgoblins bleed kind of something a bit dark and unpleasant.
All
to the best of
right.
my, to the best of my recollection, because they're blue, so their blood is like a dark kind of. Bleh.
They're also orange, so they're just kind of weird.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really, really odd mix.
Oh, they just have different skin pigment colors.
Hmm.
I'm
Alright.
saying orange skin and bleeding blue. Just seems like a really kind of a weird combination that way. I meant.
Yeah, now I'll just ask Rava and then just anyone else hurt?
No, I'm fine.
All good.
Alright. It is. Like, why? Who are these people? Why do we just murder a bunch of hobgoblins?
They work for the Beholder. They were threatening a noble.
Noble had some kind of gem that they kind of seem to want for some reason.
And also, we just have a lot of issues with the Xanathar Guild in general.
Oh no, that's absolutely fair. So, should we just keep going?
You
Are
guys can hear some heavy footfalls, and in addition to the normal standard mage lights that are variously around places, you could see torch light coming your way from down a side street. And you guys have all probably heard this before. Anyone who's lived in Waterdeep for some time, it's probably either the constables or the city watch or someone. And yeah, you do see officers coming at kind of a fast pace. Looks like they've heard about this fight.
Hmm.
Oh god, what am I doing?
Oh,
You know, when there's trouble, the guards are just minutes away.
Conveniently. They tend to shout up when the screaming has stopped. Oh lordy.
Right, so what's this here?
Please, someone else explain. I have negative one
Okay,
charisma.
Yeah, Marcel will go.
Why is there a gnoll near dead bodies?
The Knoll helped us
Because
protect a noble who was being threatened by hobgoblin.
yeah.
What?
Also,
Yep.
also technically, I saved one of the guards' lives, so I'm kind of net even.
Mhm.
He looks over at the guard who's laying on the ground. Is this true? The guard looks at you, Gnarl. Looks over at the constable. Yeah, but he covered my cloak in blood. So he's kind of a dick, but he did save my life.
I mean, like,
no,
that's
just
just
looks
fair.
down, just like seriously.
I mean, is he wrong?
He'd been fucking. You know what? I'm not gonna take this and you're just gonna stomp off to a corner and just slouch by the wall. Fucking ungrateful, trying to save someone's life and then just complain they're bleeding all over their fucking clothes.
So I'm gonna end the scene here. They eventually talk to you guys, and they honestly decide to take care of the cart and the noblemen and the guards.
So we don't get paid for that.
The noble does pay you guys 10 gold apiece, but just as his protectors, and he wants to know anything he can about you, like where you're staying. So it's up to you whether or not you tell him about Troll Skull Alley.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll tell him that we're definitely renovating Troll Skull Alley, and it's gonna be a great place, and he should bring all his rich friends.
Yeah.
I'll do just that. And yeah, we'll cut the scene there as you guys have been released without being waylaid by the constables.
I just vignette if Niall overhears that, I was like, oh, don't turn it into a posh person bar.
Gentrification, the
Fucking-
worst. It's happening all over Waterdeep.
Or we'll like explain. No, Nar. You see, if they come in and he's indebted to us, they're obligated to buy at least one drink before leaving. It's a perfect plan.
I honestly
But at
thought
what
you were
cost?
smarter than
What
this.
Oh, is this all of your selection? Oh my.
By the way, Gnarl, go ahead and share just because I want to help your murder fund and I feel bad still.
What? You cut out quite a lot there, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I said take my 10 gold because I feel bad and also I want to help your murder fund.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
How much more do you need, anyways, to get your
Well,
gun?
I'm now at 50 gold, so I can either splurge now and buy myself wrist-mounted rockets, or or bank it and then get an extra 100 gold and make myself a fucking like flintlock break action pistol.
So why would you not want the wrist-mounted rocket launcher?
So the wrist-mounted rockets are like magic missile, but two casts at 1d4 plus 1. Whereas the pistol is a bit disgusting and can have some very hilarious upgrades.
I mean, I'd say hold out for the pistol.
Yeah.
You're clearly doing well enough with your axe. Right
Oh,
now.
god damn, I love this fucking axe.
That was hilarious. I'm just saying. You kind of said,
Yeah.
This is the one you got from the Minotaur, right?
Yeah, the hand. I was gonna say the handgun does 1d8 piercing, and because I've spec'd in kinetics, I chose the free upgrade of silenced. So I've basically got a well rod.
Nice.
Well, I can make a well rod, which is for a gnoll like the antithesis of what he would normally make.
what's the railroad thing do?
It's like a really early silence pistol.
It was a closed breech single shot pistol. You had to manually pull the chamber back, twist it, and then slot it back into place again.
If you've played the Sniper Elite series, it's the silence pistol from that game.
Exactly.
Okay, so I guess we can rest for the night and wake up the next morning.
You're still on Snail Street. You're pretty close to Waterdeep Way at this point.
We haven't even got to where the fucking cabs are. God damn. Can we get from A to B without murdering like 10 hobgoblins?
I mean,
Not with that attitude.
yes, you can, theoretically. You haven't, but maybe you can. You walk along the high road, and there's actually more business since this is a major street. A lot of people going home down to the dock ward and up to the sea ward and the north ward. just mage lights, and you can see these floating orbs up above the streets. You're getting about halfway there, and you see something small laying in the gutter. It looks like a sack of some sort, kind of like somebody lost their coin purse.
Uh,
Does it look suspicious?
Rob
It looks
just
like
kind of
a
pulls it
purse.
over to them.
I swear to God, if this is one of those fucking urban mimics.
Yeah, Rob just kind of like makes a little like come here motion with her hand, and it just kind of like floats out of the gutter.
Yep, it floats out of the gutter and comes towards you. It's bulging with coins, it looks like, now that you get it.
I'm just gonna make an Arcana check. Oh, 21.
There's no magic to this.
That's actually
Other
more
than-
suspicious.
Other than the magic that is being used by Rava.
What'd you say?
Even with that 21 Arcana? Wow.
Other than the magic that Rava is doing, pulling this with her telekinesis, Darl does not detect any kind of magic about this sack.
Just a normal sack. Normal sack
How
of gold.
much? How much is the? Is it?
Or copper or whatever coinage.
Does it click
Anyway.
around like? Does it clink around like normal coins when Rava pulls it over, or is it making another suspicious sound instead?
It's kind of loud out. You don't really hear any clicking by the time it gets up to you guys.
Uh,
Can you ask Rava to shake a bit and use my 21 perception? Do I hear a coin? Can you bring it up and down a little bit there, Rava?
Sure.
You know, you don't actually hear any clicking of coins. But it is full of something.
Oh. There's something horrifying in this, I'm guessing.
Probably. It doesn't sound like a coinage, so probably someone trying to sneak something.
I'm gonna use perception to see if there's anyone who like looked like they dropped something.
Is that the 16 that you
Yeah.
rolled? Okay. You don't see anyone nearby who had dropped that and laying in there. You do see a couple houses down, though. A couple of faces hiding behind the siding for the stairwell, just staring at you guys. Just
What
small
kind
little
of faces?
children's faces.
All around me are familiar faces.
And they're whispering to each other, it seems like.
You know, I was gonna make a joke about finding Yoshikage Kira's sandwich bag, but
I
This
don't
is
think
worse.
any of us would get that.
I did.
God fucking
Thank
damn
you.
it.
Rob just kind of like squints at this.
Okay.
Are these children or?
Is
They're
no,
children.
they're not. No, they're not.
Is there like a city patrol kind of thing close by within seeing distance that we can?
You can see a constable down the road a ways.
I'm
So
gonna
let me
keep.
let me get this straight. They're putting this by a gutter, just hoping someone will happen to come by, and then they'll pull them into it. Am I right?
I'm just gonna keep probably. I'm gonna keep walking, like it's whatever. I'm just gonna like this is stupid. Keep walking, pretend I didn't notice them, and then when I get close, try doing something.
So you're gonna walk up until you get to the front stoop of the house.
If there's some sort of like act casual stealth roll I can make, I don't know.
Roll nonchalant.
Go ahead
disguise?
and just roll stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. You just kind of continue walking like you don't, not associated with the others. And yeah, you come up along and you see three boys. One of them's a tiefling. One of them is a half-orc, and the other one's just a plain human child. And they're just leaning underneath the stoop to hide. and they're looking at this sack.
So it is actually children. Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of slightly walk past them, and then I'm gonna like turn around, kneel down next to them while they don't notice me, just be like, "So what you looking at?"
Nothing. Right, guys? Yeah, nothing important. And the actual tiefling boy, still looking. Guys, they haven't opened the bag of shit yet. What are? Oh.
You know, if I may give some advice, pranks aren't exactly the best thing to do in this city for kids. There have been people pretending to be kids like you doing dangerous things. If I hadn't caught on to you in time, I might have done something stupid. Saying this with complete respect. I can respect a good prank, but just
Half-orc boy just kind of starts grinding his teeth. You can't boss us around. We have our rights, just like you.
I really want Null to just sidle up on the other side of this group now.
I mean, yeah, at this point, you can see these boys are standing up, talking to Venarius. The young half-orc boy seems to be, like, starting to mean mug and, like, getting up more towards Venarius.
You know,
I also stepping closer as well.
the boys just rock up, just, alright lads, what's the trouble?
What's going on, Venarius?
Is Rava just standing there levitating a bag of poop?
Yeah.
She just like
This is
she
my
just
life
drops
now.
it.
It just falls open and you see horse manure.
Yeah. She walks over.
The tiefling boy's like, oh, she had to ruin it with her magic.
When he says that, Marcel will like look at him, look at his horns. You do realize you have magic too, right?
And
I mean, you're at least as magic as she is.
she still
You should
ruined
be
the
doing
prank.
more. Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, you should expect people to be magic. It's not that uncommon.
Not everyone's magic. I bet he's not magic, and she points over at her. Never heard of no magic gnolls.
Oh really?
Nuh-uh.
I was gonna very quietly hit the button for his AV recorder and say, what's the most magical thing you've ever done?
Not much. Nana made me learn a cantrip to clean, and that's about all I know.
Oh,
That's a useful one.
that's pretty good. He's then gonna hit
That's
stop.
what she said.
He's then gonna hit stop and then hit rewind and play, and that exact same thing is now going to come from Niall's glasses.
They all seem kind of shocked at that.
On here, I thought you were going to show them the ghost.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
I think Vent's saying that in character, by the way. And I thought you were going to show them the ghost.
I can show them the ghost, I guess. Hey kids, want to see a dead
Do you
body?
kids want to see a ghost?
I mean, it's not really a dead body. Yeah, it's what Robert said.
It's very spooky.
It's pretty spooky.
All of them but the half-orc eagerly come forward to see a dead body.
Yeah, no, I'll put
He looks like he's acting tough, but to Venarius, but the second you say dead body, yeah, he jumps back.
Yeah, yeah. No, just kind of sets it to project and then just puts the image up on the wall. There's, I was gonna say, remember what it was like? The guy was like pushing through the wall and mouthing. It was the whole Freddy Krueger shit. So for a second, it looks like as it goes to pushing through the wall they're looking at. Oh god, it's the fucking train, isn't it? It's everyone thinking, oh god, it's real.
Yeah, no.
Except this is actually
they're
much more
jumping
feasible.
back. they're jumping back at this point. The half-orc lets out a cry, rips open the door, runs inside, and slams the door shut. The other two are quickly pull the door open and close the door.
I'm just gonna pause and goes, oh, now I feel like an ass.
They're pranky kids. They can deserve a prank back. It's only fair.
Yeah.
You
I
told them
mean-
it's gonna be a ghost too. They were willing to see it. It's kind of
Yeah.
their fault for.
Mhm.
I will make a note of this just because I think it might be fun. Be surrogate daddy. Just be like, hey guys.
You are aware you could probably get them to do stupid shit.
Yeah, no.
If you
I'm a
need somebody-
swashbuckler rogue. Let's get my Baker Street irregulars. Let's do this.
For fuck's sake. Why does every campaign I get into have some degree of child soldiers in it? Or at least reckless child endangerment. Right, I think if we've stopped traumatizing children.
I'm just saying, I'm seeding this game so that Xanathar is it. But continuing on, you guys continue on to the marketplace.
Oh,
Yes.
Xanathar is our chosen villain, you said?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying he's the equivalent of it.
Oh, okay.
Lives underground in the sewers. Preys on children, or at least his gang does.
They all float down here.
Terrible.
Anyway, you guys continue on the high road and eventually make it to the market. And yeah, you see a number of drays that are still operating at night.
Excellent. Let's get a dray.
Okay.
I'm exhausted. I just want to sleep.
Why, hello, exhausted. I can get you back to an inn or home.
I want a different one.
Just immediately go to the next one.
But my rates are low.
But your
We'll
sense of
read
It
it
humor
isn't
Yeah.
worth it.
Your sense of humor. Fucking dad joke cab. Get the fuck out of here.
You have to pay a premium in order to not get the dad joke cab. That's the thing.
You pay extra for him to be quiet.
You find another cab with a familiar saddle to it. The driver actually looks like he's asleep, one hand resting on a empty bottle.
This looks like my kind of cab.
The kind that will crash?
Hey, wait, is this the one that we talked to?
Oh, Venerius. I remember you. What are you doing here this late at night?
Oh,
The
we,
bear says-
I have the name written down somewhere. Let me find it.
S something?
Starts with an M.
Am I supposed to recognize you?
It's Maxine. That's what it is. Nah, it was
Me and 10-4. Me and Venerius are the ones who went.
and Gnarl, I think. Was Gnarl there?
Gnarl, were you there when they talked to the sentient horse?
I'm pretty sure.
Fuck, I
Cocky
was.
horse.
No. I don't think Gnarl went with us. He was. I think he went with the.
No, because if I remember correctly, it was this was when Rava was getting drunk and gambling.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Rabba made bank that night.
Yeah, the rest
Yeah,
of us
she
were
did.
together on
And
this
we went
mission.
on bullshit adventures.
No, yeah, I think we went to the yawning portal, got the blue alley job, got this job, talked to the horse, and then went back to talk about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just me and Veneris who talked to the horse and got this mission. I think
I-
Nala was with Grava having fun.
No,
No, I didn't go gambling. Anyway, to be fair, Null at
Doesn't
this
matter.
point is still kind of drunk, so he's probably going, a talking horse.
a talking cat.
A talking gnoll that knows common?
Oi. Of course I know common.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So are you looking to hire a Dre?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
hoping to get back to the
I'll
yawning
give you
portal.
a special deal. All of you, for an apple. You can get one at the market. It's like only a nib. I'd get one, but I'm incognito.
Do you want some oats to go with it?
I would love some oats.
I will. We will get you an apple and some oats.
Okay, you're going to have to get my feed bag, but that would be appreciated. And she'll nudge to where her feed bag is laying at the feet of this drunken man.
Oh, poor horse.
Ah. But yeah, so I guess we go.
Grab the supplies and give it to
The
her.
pay is lousy, but I get to meet lots of nice people.
I get to meet a nice horse, so I guess we've got that good.
Can I roll animal handling to get this horse a nice treat?
You don't even need to. I mean, you can go and buy a nice treat. You don't need to roll animal handling.
No, fair enough. Just like alfalfa and some other stuff in there. Just stuff I know horses like.
Uh-huh. But yes. So I'll let you guys determine how much you're going to spend on this. Just an apple by itself will probably be a nib. Probably a silver shard in order to get like just oats as well.
I'll drop a
Maybe-
silver.
I'll
yeah.
drop a silver as well then.
Okay. So you guys get like alfalfa and oats and things, and just fill up this feed sack.
We go deluxe for the horse.
Yeah.
And Maxine will give you guys a ride to Troll Skull Alley. She won't even. She'll actually go into said alley. Will not stop at the street and tell you to get off.
Wow, that's nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you so much.
He won't even remember it.
You are the nicest talking horse I've ever met. Admittedly, you are the only one, but you have set the bar quite high.
You are.
Why won't they remember anyways?
Because he's drunk and passed out.
No, just kind of to prove the point, punches the guy in the knee.
He just kind of actually falls off of the dray.
Oh
Because
shit!
it's only haphazardly. So yeah, he hits the pebbles.
I catch him before.
Oh no!
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Roll group dexterity saves. Catch him.
Dexterity save? Okay.
Acrobatics works, I guess.
Oh,
Dexterity save.
acrobatics
21.
Just everyone flounders after the guy.
Everyone dies.
You all catch him. Maxie's actually looking at you. Reproachfully.
I'm sorry.
Was that necessary?
I made of knuckles and anger and fluff.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
really even that angry.
I've
Yeah.
gotten angry too.
Oh. Why are you
Damn
angry?
it. Damn it.
What?
Hmm?
Got it.
I know he got caught.
I'm so confused.
What are you talking about? Nate? I'm confused.
I think Nate was hoping. Wait, what?
Wait.
Like-
Oh no. Okay, never mind. Disregard.
What?
What?
There's a thing that you all should listen to. At your leisure, whenever.
Okay.
Okay.
okay. Oh, now I remember this. Now that you link it, I get the reference.
Okay, no, okay. Oh, fuck, okay.
The many emotions of horses.
Anger too.
Right.
So after that, Maxine ends up taking her driver, and she leaves with her dray.
Okay.
And you guys find yourselves back at the Troll Skull Alley. It is still in a complete dump. I mean, you guys haven't.
Damn, that saucer of milk I left out for the pixies didn't work.
We don't have pixies. We have a ghost.
Alright, that too.
And
If
I don't
anything-
think the ghost's able to clean up that much. Unfortunately.
It has been a while. Weren't we just basically camping in the first floor?
Yeah, because the inspectors and all the stuff haven't come yet. So. Well, they have, but they
Although
haven't started work.
They will be coming tomorrow, though, because Mert is going to bring them now that you guys have fulfilled your part of the contract.
Wait, does that mean we've got to completely overhaul this? Oh no. Why did I get drunk?
Yes, you're
You
gonna
saw
have people...
me doing it, and you were like, "Oh, the cool kids are getting drunk."
No, I don't think he can even take that excuse. He's the one who opened the tab.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's true.
So I guess you, Rava, saw him do it, and you were like, "Oh, the cool kid."
Sure.
We can stand around blaming each other all night, or we can get some sleep and then
Try and
wake
get
up
his
early
rest. Yeah.
and try and make this place not look like a complete and total shithole before the inspectors arrive.
I mean, no,
The inspectors are arriving to figure out what needs to be fixed, Gnarl.
I'm
Yeah.
also saying, like, they don't assume we're about to open some kind of gnome crack den.
Fair. Okay.
it's like cleaning every
Do you-
room of the house, even
do
though
you-
you know your guests won't go in there.
It's like, do you just not ever have guests over?
I've
I mean,
never
my-
owned
my
property
family
before.
kinda My family stopped that pretty hardcore at one. So
My family had guests over, but like
I imagine your family had, people who cleaned.
yeah.
I guess that you guys need us cleaning stuff to feel comfortable and not get sick. Is that what you guys need to do?
It's mostly like a big societal lie to make people feel like you have a more organized life than you actually do. Like, come and look at all the things I've totally hidden to make it not look like I have endless levels of completely useless shit. Like,
what do we roll to make this room? What do we
You guys
roll to
don't
clean
remember
up?
where you guys do not remember easily where everything is stored? Huh. Good to know.
I mean, 10-4, you do know that having a tidy workplace is useful so that you don't contaminate your brew. Plus, you've gotten grit up in your joints before, so you do have to clean yourself every once in a while. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right.
It's not an alien concept to you. is
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just played it up a bit too much there.
No, you're right.
I'm just gonna look to the middle distance for a bit and goes, yeah, the Norse term for cleaning is gnala gna. Roughly translated into common means the removal of one's old shames. So, yeah, it feels right. Most of the time, we're just gonna pick up the tent and shake it and let everything fall out, then take what we wanted.
Usually they are migratory, so they just end up leaving everything.
Just the messiest campsites you've ever seen.
I mean, Martha's not going to say it, but that's basically how she's been living.
Please.
Because Martha's an actual like adventurer. Like, I mean, she does urban bounty hunting, but like she's done like the road, like traveling shit too.
I'm just imagining if we ever walk into like Mars's room and she's not expecting us, we're just gonna see her sitting in her pants eating a tin of beans, just like nobody tell no one how I live.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Although to be fair, considering that what we now know, probably eating the soul of a hobgoblin. Just crack the top open and slurp it out.
The funny thing is, Ven's actually probably pretty clean and organized himself, just because he's actually a noble, though nobody knows. But
Anyway.
Either way, you guys are winding down. Are you all going to go to bed? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
At 10-4 over there, is he going to sleep as well, or at least rest?
I'm gonna take a short rest and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the night brewing.
Okay.
So just recharge my key points and then spend the rest of the night working on the thing that started brewing the night before we went on this big adventure.
yeah,
So you continue to brew. I guess the rest of you slowly get ready for bed, get into your various sleeping bags,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Just falls over onto some straw.
Rav meditates. She doesn't really sleep. She's not drunk enough to pass out.
Okay.
She kind of like trances out like elves do.
Mm-hmm.
So, Marza,
Yep.
you're just laying, getting ready to sleep. You say your eyes had fluttered shut for a second, but then you hear the sound of strong wind, like a particularly stormy night. And as you open your eyes, you're in the Trollskull Tavern like you were, but 10-4's off, just standing still over his distillery, not moving. Everyone else seems to be asleep. Rava meditating. And you hear a dull knocking on the door.
I will poke at 10-4. Also, is this an experience that's familiar to me? Or is this the first time this has happened?
You've had this experience before when you were younger in your family's home.
Ah.
You haven't had it since you've gone on adventures, though.
Okay. I'll go answer the door.
There is nothing on the other side of that except a snowdrift. You look out and you see just what looks like a ravine that you're inside of with two large hills, and you can see it goes quite a ways, but you can see the blackened sword a good 60 feet away from you down this ravine, sticking out of the snow.
She's gonna stand at the door frame, look out, then say, I assume you're happy with tonight's event?
Yes. Come to me, child.
Of course. Yeah, she'll walk out to it.
So, as you walk, instead of being harder, seems to be easier for you to move through the snow than it would be for you to normally move. And within seconds, you find yourself to the sword, just sitting there in the snow.
Hmm.
You've done well, you and your friends, to bring me a fresh tithe of soul.
Yeah, that's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. So,
Yes.
but that means that you're satisfied with this then? The the soul you got.
Yes.
Hmm. Good. So we don't need to be hunting anything else, anyone else right now.
There's no one I want dead. I'm so happy, in fact. I'm willing to give you a boon. What would you like?
Just if possible, a little more time between now and the next one.
Done. But make sure the next soul you bring me is worthy for my hall. And you feel yourself being pulled backwards and flung into Troll Skull Manor, and the door slams shut.
Hmm.
And you wake up with a start,
Yep. Yep.
as you're pretty sure you've said the wrong thing.
Hmm.
That's not what he wanted to hear.
Yeah, I know, but there's a reason that she's not doing things the way
He
other.
wants he wants them
Yeah.
done.
Look, there's a reason why she doesn't. She's not doing things the way the rest of her family does things.
That's very true. Anyway, other than that, not much unfortunately happens that night.
You
Hmm.
sound so disappointed.
Yeah, I am.
Look, Ed, you knew the character I was playing when I pitched this to you.
Yes, I do.
You rolled a d6 and only got a 1. Only one
So,
nightmare.
so what was the character thing that required the thing there, anyways, John?
It's basically how my pact works because I don't have a normal patron like warlock like relationship with my
Yeah.
pact. Um, because yeah, Marza did not enter her pact willingly.
Ah,
I mean, you have a horrific ice sword deity demon thing, and it's
Look,
gonna want some souls.
yeah, it got a soul today.
It did.
Look,
Is this entity called fucking Audrey? Feed me.
mm,
Oh, now I'm just thinking about the worst patrons you could have. Just have Guy Fieri as your patron. This is the Outer Plains, Flavor Town.
yeah, but for the rest of the party, I will say that this sword might have something to do. This ice sword might have something to do with my ice demon character's lineage. You know?
ah.
In the morning, when you guys are all getting up, you do notice that around where Marza had been sleeping, there's frost. And that's not a normal thing she does that
Nope.
you've seen. Other than that, yeah, you guys are still in the dusty Troll Skull Manor. So you guys were saying you wanted to try and clean before they actually showed up?
Yeah.
Hasn't our ghost been cleaning? Isn't that the
He-
thing it likes to do?
He has been cleaning a bit, but he has no broom. He has a dirty rag, which he's been trying to use to clean up all of the counters. And you notice a bunch of crockery has been thrown out into the gutters.
I assume that crockery was not any good.
It was like extremely old, busted up, like bottles and bowls and plates
Right. Okay.
that were earthenware, so they were kind of clay.
hmm
Okay, so
I assume there's a general store within walking distance where we can buy a broom.
There is, in fact, a general store you can get them. In fact, I can move us to Troll Skull Alley proper.
actually, the blanket I grabbed, is it clean or not?
The what?
It was in the garbage dump.
Yeah.
It has some stains, but it's mostly clean. You should probably give it to the Launderers Guild or use prestidigitation or something to clean this up, though.
I think Rava has prestidigitation. I feel like she's used it. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it's gone for a bit, so we won't know.
hmm
But
Also
you do
grab
know that there is a shop nearby called the Bent Nail that is a woodworking place, and you did see a couple of brooms inside of a bucket out in front of the door.
I mean, yeah, let's go there, pick up some
Let's go.
cleaning supplies,
Yep,
do some actual cleaning.
let's go do that.
Lee gasp.
So what would you roll to?
Are you gonna do it fast or are you going to do it good?
I want to say good.
I want to say good, yeah.
You wanna, but what will you say?
I'm saying good. 10-4 is very precise about those kind of things.
Well,
I mean, once again, we know this place is a
so
people coming know it's a hell.
you can do this one of two ways. You can do this smarter or you can do this harder. If you just want to just like work furiously, you can give me a dex check as you're just swinging that broom around and going to town. But if you want to do this smart, this cleaning, you can give me a wisdom check as you realize you should probably clean everything up higher down to lower and then just do one good sweep job.
Well, I know what I'm doing because
18
I have.
wisdom. I have +3 wisdom. 10-4 starts at the top.
I'm actually about equal on this.
I'll
No,
take
I'm
it,
actually
that's
slightly
fine.
better with dexterity. But I assume that 10-4 explains his cleaning strategy to us.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
His fucking Roomba strategy.
Mhm.
You're just going to town and you realize that
10-4 equips a broom in each hand and goes to town.
well, I mean you haven't gotten your brooms yet. You actually have to go talk to
Aw.
the vendor.
Okay.
You walk in and you just go, I need brooms. Lots of brooms.
I mean, Martha will go talk to the vendor. She's better at that than she is at anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk into this walk up to this building in the alley and you can see a bent nail like portrayed on a sign. Just no words on it, just a depiction of a bent nail. And when you open the doors, you smell sawdust, and you can see different wares along, like woodworking wares, along like most of the front end of this room, and you can see where he actually does some woodworking in the back, and you can smell varnish and whatnot. You see a half-elven man just wearing an apron, and he has like some carving tools in it, and it looks like he's currently painting varnish onto a chair that he's been working on. He looks up at you guys. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey.
We need probably 5 brooms and a couple buckets.
Those will cost you 4 nibs apiece, 4 copper. Buckets, I can give you one of those 2 over there. That'll be 2 nibs apiece.
Mm-hmm.
What are you needing them for?
We're trying to reopen the Troll Skull Inn, and we're going to
Oh.
need stuff to keep it tidy.
Fair enough, fair enough. It'd be nice to have a reasonable tavern inside of Trollskull. I don't like
Shots
that other
fired.
place. No, a reasonable one. I mean, there's also that loud. He just starts grumbling to himself.
What did he do?
Okay.
Didn't you
We're
hear
gonna
he had
get
a
into
mental breakdown after some
His name
attackers?
is Emic Froon. And he runs a tavern. Not that good of a place.
Apparently he had a
And
mental breakdown after some random adventures bearing hag bones somewhere. I don't know.
even before that, the guy cut corners. Didn't work with any of the guilds. I'm surprised he hasn't been run out of town yet. And he overcharges on his watered down ale.
He doesn't working for any of the guilds. Wow, I'm surprised he's still here.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah. Well, we're working with the guilds. Also, you won't need to worry about anything watered down. Our friend 10-4 here apparently makes some of the strongest stuff in Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Strength which one? That's what I specialize in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be in to see you once you're up and running.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so that was 4 nibs apiece for the brooms. That's 20 nibs for the brooms, and then what was the buckets again?
He had 2 buckets. They were 2 nibs apiece.
24.
Okay. 24 copper. I can handle that.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna need to make more buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you get your place up and running, you let me know. I can sell you the finest furniture.
Yep, will do. Most of ours looks like it needs to be replaced quickly.
And why wouldn't it? That place has been shut down, what, going on 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bad scene, though, what with the orphanage. Ugh.
Yeah, we found out about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess if you want to get started on some bar stools early, we'll definitely be needing them.
He begins nodding his head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I could. But sounds like this is going to be a maid job.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to make a down payment? It might speed up the process.
How much would you need?
How many stools you looking to get?
Not having the troll skull manor map up, I can't. Mercy gives the correct number of bar stools because, unlike me, she has literally been inside this place and knows the dimensions.
Shit.
About
Let's see.
6, as far as I'm aware.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about 6. And then you'll be needing more than just some bar stools, right?
Right.
Maybe normal chairs as well, tables.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll get various things, and he'll say that he can get that started on a large project for 5 gold.
Sure.
Sure,
Yeah, this is down
I'll
payment.
contribute to go to that thing then.
Yeah, I mean
One
that
gold
was
each, I guess?
included in our hold on, I've got a accounting sheet somewhere for what everything was going to end up costing us.
Yeah, it'll count towards that, so we'll
Okay.
subtract that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure. Sounds good.
And he'll do that. Well, good luck. And he'll wave to you guys as you leave the building.
Okay.
Okay, so
And then you guys promptly begin cleaning up as much as possible.
yep.
Now, crockery and things keep on getting tossed out of the front door of your guys' place into the gutter, and eventually you see well, more here coming from the open door. Hey, what is this? And if you look out, you see a cart being hauled by a couple of teenagers, just piled with refuse and garbage.
Fucking teens! We're about to get pranked back.
One of the ones, like, there's 3 of them. The one in the back gets out and pulls up a shovel and starts scooping the detritus into the back of the wagon, and the other one walks up to your guys' open door.
Does he almost get winged in the face by a plate thrown by a
He does.
ghost?
He ducks. You know, you're supposed to inform us if you're dumping trash into the streets, right?
Sorry, it's a ghost. It doesn't understand laws.
I don't see any ghosts.
Yeah,
This is
that's
some
because
kind
it's
of prank.
No, the ghost is invisible.
I suppose just to prove the point, a plate levitates out of the room and flings itself through the doorway.
Right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, fair enough. That's understandable. It's not very understandable.
There's a city of the dead in Waterdeep. It's perfectly understandable. The undead are a thing.
But that's mostly just a bunch of old graves. And yeah, there are a couple ghosts, and there's some alleys you really shouldn't go down.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it cleaning?
Because it wants to help run the place. That's
It's
why.
the previous owner.
Ugh.
He wants to stay doing his thing, so it's more of a didn't feel like trying to get rid of him.
I mean, free ghost labor is free ghost labor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what other bar says that they can that their bartender is so dedicated to his job that he's working from beyond the grave?
Mm, not many, I guess.
Right. So, about the refuse, is there some sort of fee or something for you to take that away?
The city pays for it, but if you get too much, we might ask you to pay additional fees.
All right. All right.
Okay, sorry
Well-
about that. Did we what we have for the back too much, or is it still within the normal limits kind of thing?
It's fine, but if you're he's looking into the lower tavern area for the first time. But if you're gonna trash any of those broken up tables or chairs, you really should have us bring an empty wagon.
Yeah, we're probably going to need to do that.
Yeah,
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Just tell us where to go to pay the bill, and we'll order a wagon when we're ready to get rid of that.
Not a problem. The Dung Sweeps Guild will be here for you.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, and when we're open, feel free to drop by.
Do you have any waste water you need disposed of? Or chamber pots?
Y'all boys looking for some
So-
piss?
Well,
I mean, we sell it down at the actual farms down in the lower valley.
No, we don't got any much of that today.
Okay.
actually, do we? I feel like we looked in the bathrooms and there
Sewage.
was leftovers from the previous occupant.
yes, there was.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yes,
Yeah,
there was.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. So 10-4 as the only member with no sense of smell. You know, can you go empty those, bring those down for the last?
He pulls up a handkerchief that he had on his neck over his nose and mouth and puts on some like stained leather gloves and follows after 10-4.
Oof.
You can tell
I-
he's done this before.
I open the door to the where the chamber pots are and say, "That's where the everyone else has been doing their business."
Well,
He
no,
just
we have not
nods
been
at-
doing our business there. We've been going to the yawning portal and doing our business there instead.
Yeah.
We've gone halfway
Kenmore
across.
doesn't
We've gone
realize
halfway
that he
across the
just
city to have a shit.
I mean, we go to the next nearest place that has their own plumbing and uses
Yeah.
that.
Tenfold did not notice because he doesn't need to go at all, so he doesn't pay attention.
So he
Fair.
ends up taking all of the chamber pots and they just start dumping them into a sack, like an oiled leather sack.
Hmm.
A literal sack of shit. How delightful.
Yeah.
The second one we've encountered today.
Right. You're going to want to wash these out before you put them back into your watershed.
Yep. That. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nala's just got protectively his hands over his face, just his incredibly sensitive nose like, no, this is pain.
Uh,
I mean, you feel you should be able to weaponize this.
No, there are some things science should not attempt. Liquid ass is not one of them.
Oof.
What's weird is you're remembering your childhood and the carnal house that was like the elders' like hut of just raw meat and shit.
Ugh.
And yeah, it's bringing back bad memories of getting beat for not being as feral as the other children.
great. Everyone's getting to relive their traumatic childhoods today.
I didn't think my trigger would be the smell of shit, but there you go. Null life.
Right. So Nate, quick question: does Rava have prestidigitation?
No. Why?
Because prestidigitation lets you clean things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Sorry.
I mean, it's fine.
Luckily for you, there is a well nearby, and you have a
Mhm.
bucket.
Yep. All right, let's go fill the buckets.
I mean, she more or less uses like telekinesis to move things.
I'm gonna say it's towards the end.
Prestidigitation would be useful though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna say it's down towards the end over here. Which easy enough to fill up those up. So I imagine you guys are just going to continue to clean.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is already 9:15 my time. What time is
Yeah.
it for you right now, Luke?
It's 5:15.
Yeah, isn't this normally when we call it
Stop.
around?
This would be when
Yeah.
I start to melt, so...
Yeah. I think I'm going to call it here as you guys have begun to get things ready to go.
Awesome.
And you got 2 out of the 3 things that could have happened, which I'm happy that I rolled on the coin purse the most childish of them, and not the angry snake.
Oh no.
Angry snake?
An angry, like a venomous snake, like inside of a coin purse that's lying
Aw.
around.
Oh.
I think it's a good thing we have the mage, so we're using mage hand to pick everything up.
Unfortunately, you got a Dre, so I didn't get to do my final encounter, which was a wild beast, which was a giant boar.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, at least it wasn't 30 to 50.
Oh.
Giant wild boars.
No, I haven't got
It's true, yeah.
I haven't got my gun ready yet.
Well, I mean, it would teach you that you needed to have a gun.
Yes, and that give it the automatic upgrade.
Uh-huh. All right.
Cool. I'll kill the recording here.
All right. Night.
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 Night.